Today I'm showing y'all how to make these hard beats for artists like Richey, YTV Fat. I don't really know. Just these real dark trap type beats, man. I'm gonna break down the sample and I'm gonna break down the drums I threw on it. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so boom. The first thing I did with the sample, I actually took this off the actual beat, but yeah, the first thing I did was I went to Try and Extreme, this Angel guitar preset. I don't even know, I just doodled around low key. And yeah, I just found this pattern, it sounded dope, so yeah. The only effect I threw on this was some EQ. It literally sounded like really good by itself, so I didn't really do much to it. But yeah, I removed this from the original beat, but it still went hard though. So, alright, next thing I added was these sort of high-pitched strings from SRX Orchestra. It's low-key one of my favorite presets, legato vinyl strings. I use these in a lot of beats. It's just one note playing. It's low-key a very simple beat. The sample's pretty simple. But yeah, just one note playing. And yeah. Effects on the strings, I just got EQ, cut out the lows. I got some shaper box, panning it left to right. You could use Pan Man. I don't know why I didn't use Pan Man. But yeah, and just some reverb. Actually high reverb. You get the point though. Alright, next thing is the thing that gives it that boom. That's what makes it dark. The SRX Piano 1 Premier Grand preset. Literally like a standard preset when you load the VST, but it is the hardest piano I've ever heard in my life for these dark bass notes. Effects, I don't think I got any effects on this. Just a EQ, cut out the lows. Same thing as the strings, just one note playing the entire time. Layered up an octave, yeah. Alright, next thing I did, low-key, I just wanted to fill out the sample. So I laid down some chords, not bass notes, chords. It's just a standard preset out of Lounge Lizard, time-based. And it's just a simple minor chord, plays throughout, and I just pitch the fifth up a semitone at the end. Very simple. The effects on the EP, just some reverb and some EQ. I didn't really do much, to be honest. It was pretty fast. I made this sample pretty fast, but yeah. The next thing I did, this is my favorite part in the entire beat. This adds the bounce for real. Jupiter 8, the synth Age to Beauty preset. I don't know what I did, man. I just did whatever sounded good. I had something pictured in my head and I just added it. But it goes hard though. Yeah, I can't really explain my thought process behind it. I added just some EQ. It sounded kind of harsh and highs, so I kind of cut that out a little bit, and some reverb. But yeah. Alright, in the last part, I just threw down my go-to tubular bell. It's out of Trying. I think it's the EXP tubular bell preset. Yeah, it just hits once every 4 bars. You get the point. I'm gonna show y'all boys what it sounds like with the guitar, because the guitar didn't make the final cut in the beat, but yeah. Alright, now for the drums. Low key, I didn't really do too much with the drums, you know. Started with a hi-hat pattern. Added a couple rolls right here. Some very simple rolls, and then this little low note right here. But yeah, I kept it very simple. The beat's relatively simple. I didn't add that much, but yeah. Alright, the next thing I did was I added my snares. First one is my go-to for these dark beats, and I don't know. This is like a little snare layered with a clap, but they went together pretty well, so I just kept it. But yeah. Alright, the next thing I did was I added an open hat, hitting every bar. Just kept it pretty simple, and added a little cowbell, some perk sauce. I usually paint. I like to paint on my perks, just to make it stand out more. Just add a little detail to my beats. So that's what I do when I'm adding perks, or even open hats too. I didn't paint these open hats, but yeah, you could if you wanted to. Just paint these hi-hats. Just a little sauce. But yeah. The last thing for the drums is that signature Monster Richey 808. Yeah, it's pretty simple, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I kept this beat simple. You want to keep these beats simple, because when you sit to an artist and got a bunch of sounds hitting everywhere, they ain't really gonna have a lot of room to rap on. A lot of y'all be forgetting that the artist is an instrument themselves, you know. They can turn a beat that has 10 sounds into a song that has 20 layers of vocals, you know. But now, just keep your beat simple. That's what I like to do. That's why I cut out that guitar, because it was kind of clashing and everything else, and it didn't really fit. But yeah, that's what the 808 sounds like with the drums. Oh yeah, I didn't forget to tell y'all, I pitched it up an octave. You know, a lot of Boston Richey songs, his 808s are like pitched up an octave. But I did switch it up for the verse. I pitched the 808s down an octave, or how it's normally supposed to be. Yeah. Alright, mixing wise, I didn't really do too much. I just leveled out all my sounds. I threw a soft flipper of the master, and some more sauce for y'all, low key. I like to keep my samples hitting under 18 decibels, or at least under 15 decibels. I really wouldn't go over like 18 and a half or 16 and a half decibels. 16 decibels, yeah, 16. I like my drums loud, especially in these kinds of beats. You kind of want your drums to be like the main focus, and you want your drums to hit hard. So anything above that, I don't know, your sample is gonna be too loud. It's gonna like clash with the drums, if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, you can really hear. I can show y'all. The sample does not go over like 15. But yeah, that's what the final beat sounds like. I appreciate y'all for watching. Stay tuned for the next video.